and welcome to my channel Hunting for Rares. I'm a Pokemon collector and I look to invest in Pokemon cards, flipping those where I can see good profits or just keeping some for my collection. So today I'm going to be giving you an update on a great deal that I managed to get back in April. I've just managed to sell the final card, so I can give you this update on what I've been able to do. And I hope this video is useful for you if you're looking to invest in Pokemon cards or if you're looking to flip those for profit. So I'm just going to run through what I managed to get and I'll show you the final results. So don't forget to subscribe and click like on this video if you want to see more of these. So here is what I bought. So back on April the 23rd, I noticed two PSA 9 cards, the first being a Mewtwo and the second being a Raichu. Now, they were listed from the same seller. So you'll see at the top here the Mewtwo. So I picked it up for £55.57. And the second, so the Raichu, the second order on here was £58.07. So you'll see that the order total is slightly more than the item price, and that is basically due to the postage. So combining these together, I paid in total £113.64 for two PSA 9 cards from the Wizards of the Coast collection. So selling, what did I sell them for? So on the 22nd of May, so I believe that's today, I sold the Mewtwo for £150, and a couple of days ago, well, it was delivered, I should say, a couple of days ago. So about a week ago it was, in fact, I sold the Raichu for £105. And as you'll see in the screenshot bottom right, you can see a little plus there, green plus. That indicates I've got some positive feedback on that sale as well, which is great. So as you can see, they've sold relatively quickly. I've taken some of the details out to protect the buyers, and yeah, I don't want to give away any information like that. So that's what you'll see from the screenshot. So here are the results. So my total purchase price was £113.57, and as you'll see, the total sales price is £255. So let's just run through the costs, all the costs involved, so you can start to get an understanding of how much I actually made. So postage was £12.40. Now I paid for special delivery, which is the most expensive delivery, and that basically gives you guarantees, a compensation guarantee if anything was to happen in transit, and it also gives you, or it gives the buyer the opportunity to track the order the whole way through. So it's a really good postage service. So it's £6. I believe it was £6.20 each. So yeah, I paid upwards. I paid a bit more for postage for that peace of mind. Could have done it a lot cheaper, and you know you run the risk, but you can always do it cheaper. So eBay fees at 10%. So for the combination of the sales prices, that's £25.50. Can't forget PayPal fees. A subscriber actually mentioned, I forgot this in one of my previous videos, but I of course haven't done today. So 2% I believe of PayPal fees, and that works out to be £5.10 as another cost. So combine those costs together. I haven't done that on this slide, so I'm not going to trust my maths. 37, 42. Let's say £42 fees. Anyway, when you do the total sales price and the purchase price and the costs, the total profit comes out at £99, and that is a 66% return on investment. In 3 weeks, so between April the 23rd and May the 21st. So £100 in my pocket in 3 weeks. I don't know any bank that would offer you anywhere near that kind of interest rate, nor do I know many places where you could put your money and get that kind of return. So what can we learn from this? I'm really not doing this to brag. I'm really doing this to hopefully give you some ideas as to what to invest in and how you can make some money, especially with what's going on at the moment. I think hopefully this would be, if I'd seen videos like this a couple of months ago, it would have been really great. So I hope this is valuable for you. This is what this channel is all about, giving you value. But anyway, what can we learn? So the Pokemon market is currently very healthy. There's been a lot of talk about a boom. I'm sure you're aware if you are a collector. And this is obviously despite COVID-19 and the economic downturn. So prices seem to be really, really booming right now, whether that's due to people spending more time at home, whether it's due to just availability of people not spending as much money on other things and having some spare cash. Maybe it's due to that. Going through their old items and maybe finding their old Pokemon cards, and it's kind of given them an interest back in the hobby. Who knows? Anyway, probably a combination of all of those. PSA cards are continuing to be a good investment. So especially these Wizard of the Coast classics. So this deal initially I was quite hesitant. Haven't really paid upwards on a lot of my deals that I and cards that I buy are in the lower range because it's the risk is lower. So I've started to purchase PSA cards, and I wasn't sure about buying these, but I thought, what, let's go for it because they're Wizards of the Coast and they're classics. These are two of the cards, a Raichu and a Mewtwo, that they're always in demand. There's a lot of people who love these cards, so it's always a good idea to focus on those kind of classic cards. I've seen PSA Pidgeys, and you just think, who really wants a PSA Pidgey? It's great, don't get me wrong, PSA in great condition. If you're a collector and you want to complete your collection, then you'll get it. But a Pidgey, who wants a Pidgey? Personal. That's just personal preference right there. But the market also dictates that, and you pick up a PSA Pidgey at half the price as what I've managed to sell these. But anyway, I digress. So third point. Don't be afraid to put the price up on your cards. There are buyers out there. So I put these up. There's some great resources online. PSAprices.com is just one of those. You can look at the eBay sales prices as well to get an idea of how much cards sell for. But these cards, I saw the Mewtwo, for example, a PSA 9 around £120 sell about a week ago. And I thought, what, I'm actually going to put the price up. And because I knew that there wasn't much more supply on the market, and why not? I can hold on to it. It's likely to go up in time. So don't be afraid to put the price up, and if you've got time to wait, that's great because then it puts you in the best position because you don't need to make the sale. But obviously it depends on your financial situation, and I'm not giving financial advice here. Just but if you can afford to hold on to this, onto your cards and put the price up, seeking those higher returns, do it. There's almost in my opinion, there's nothing to lose. Fourth, don't be afraid to spend money to make money. And you probably hear this all the time, and it is easier said than done. It's if you're risk averse or you don't have the money available, it's completely different kettle of fish. And I've suffered with this for a long time. But if you can, and if you see it as an investment, don't be afraid to spend money to make money. I mean, at the end of the day, if you've paid a price for a PSA card, the chances are you'll be able to sell it for the same price. Of course, you'll lose money in fees and postage because of that, but it won't be much. So don't be afraid to spend on a card, so long as the price is in. You find a good deal. Obviously, that goes without saying. Don't go and pay silly money or a premium for a card that you think could go up further in the future. You want to get the deal. You want to get what you see as a deal. You want to do your research, you want to check the current prices, and you want to look at all the research sources you have available. So the second point the second part of this point is holding onto the cards would also have been profitable. I've kind of touched on that previously, but yeah, I've done a quick flip here and I've managed to make good money, but that I didn't go into this thinking I want to make £100 in 3 weeks. I mean, £100 isn't silly money. It's a good profit, but it's not going to change your life. But I would have been willing to hold on to these for a couple more months just because, the money, £120 I put into these cards, I wouldn't get this return on investment elsewhere. So, that's why I did it. But, just think about this as in with a long-term approach and a long-term mindset. Now, the kind of final point I've put here, there's plenty more we can learn from just this kind of minor case study, but focus on cards where there are not many up for sale, supply versus demand. Well, from an economics perspective, just think about the cards that not many people have or not many people selling. Now, as PSA cards, it gives you an idea as to how many are on the market, how many PSA cards there roughly are, um, that have been kind of that have been noted and have been added to the database. But if there's none on eBay, then there's a lack of supply, and people have no choice but to buy your card. If they want it, they will pay. They have to. They won't. There's no other way. So look, you might not be able to make this decision before you buy a PSA card, but sometimes you've got to be quick and get it while it's there. But think about the supply and demand when setting your prices, and your reselling prices. You might obtain something that the market has previously said is £25. No one else is selling it, so why not stick up for £75, £100? So you don't know what's going to happen until you put it up there. You might get some interest. You might be able to offer a lower price to a potential buyer, etc. Or you can hold on to it 2-3 years, and it will probably reach that price point. And all the while, it's an eBay listing that you've already set up. It will continue to relist. With the eBay platform. It will just keep relisting every 30 days if it's a buy it now. So there's nothing you have to do. Set it up once, take good pictures, and then you're good to go. Hopefully it will sell in the future, as touchwood, hopefully, as the Pokemon market continues to rise. But a lot can change since then. As I say, I don't want to give any financial advice. I'm just talking about what's happened with me, what I've managed to do in a couple of weeks. I hope this is useful. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll be releasing a lot more videos like this just to help you guys. As I say, I wish I had this kind of information available to me earlier. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you can find some great deals for your collection or to resell. And I wish you all the best. Take care.